Luca. Dude. Hello!
Huh? Oh. Sorry guys, didn't see you there. Welcome back to the channel.
What do you mean, welcome back? This is your first video.
Well, technically yes, but I mean, isn't this what all YouTubers say? I don't know.
Yes, this is what a lot of YouTubers say, but they have made videos in the past. Do you understand that?
Basically, I'm bored to some extent, and I thought about making videos about my car for quite a long time actually. Also, the thing is that every time I try to make videos, I always forgot to record. Also, I don't really have much experience and much possibilities
You mean opportunities?
to record. But yeah, now we're here, finally. So, the story goes as follows. I built a Camaro 2 years ago. Well, no, actually, I bought it 2 years ago. Oh, don't let me lie. I think it was May or June 2018.
It was 2018.
And it was at that point I thought it was a 1980 Camaro, but it wasn't, it's a 79. Anyway, I started building. It took me 2 years because of some mental problems, but that's no different story, and also that's not relevant anymore in any case. And I drove it for I think 6 months. 6 months, yeah, that's quite accurate, I think. And then I kissed a Dutch driver with it. So, yeah, that was pretty useful. Not at all. So yeah, I might show some pictures.
Yeah, no shit, dude.
I have my, oh, you're not actually seeing this, but I have my smartphone here to record the microphone. I'm not sure if it's the best option.
It is the best option.
To record the audio on the camera itself, because it has a built-in microphone, but I'm not really sure about the quality. If there's some echoing, please forgive me. Like I said, not really much experience with something. Also, as you might hear, English is not my native language. I'm quite good at it, but my accent is still there. You might guess what country I'm from, or you might see it in the video or in the following videos. This is just like a prototype or something of a video. Might upload it, might not. I think I will, but it might take some time.
Obviously, dude. You uploaded it.
Well, anyway, I kissed a Dutch driver with it due to multiple reasons, but I'm not going to explain this further. But the whole front is, yeah, pretty fucked.
Well, that's pretty accurate.
Yeah, like I said, it was really useful. Not at all. It was really unnecessary. I thought it would impact me more than it did, but I'm not gonna. Yeah, that's the point where my English leaves me.
Jesus fucking Christ, dude.
Well, anyway, the thing is, I have started on this. I completely ripped the front off, the fenders, the inner fenders. I ripped the engine out of the car.
Can you stop using the word ripped?
Or let's say I took the engine out of the car. I made sure that it runs before I took it out. Might play a video, might not.
Yes, you will.
So the engine is fine, and I have a new front for it. I have the opportunity to repair the hood because it's, what do you call it in English?
It's glass fiber.
Um,
Glass fiber. Say it.
I'm not sure.
It's not that hard.
It will probably come to mind.
It's glass.
I always wanted to make a video for me. You see, the videos are mostly for me because I always wanted to make videos and maybe make a cool compilation or something. But I also thought that the stuff that I do would maybe also
Be appreciated by you. It's not that hard. English is not a hard language, my dude.
I also thought that you might like it as well. The stuff that I build here. I also will explain a lot of things. How I do stuff, why I do stuff. I'd say, yeah, we wasted enough time, so let's get right into it, I would say. Shall we? Also, I know this is super cringe, but yeah, I have to start somewhere.
That is the only sentence that made sense and that I actually support from this video.
Well, guys, don't mind me standing here with my smartphone. Jesus fucking Christ. I almost just choked to death because I got some fluid in the wrong air pipe. It wasn't really cool. It's winter. It's really fucking cold outside. So yeah, like I said, don't mind me standing here with my smartphone. It's my microphone for the moment. I made a small mistake. I haven't thought about the Humvee front that's, yeah, well, blocking my car. And also, the back tire is a little bit flat. You might ask, how long has it been sitting there? Well, good question. The answer is, according to the rust stains on the frame, there's, excuse me, like I said, wrong air pipe. According to the rust stains on the bare metal that got exposed from the accident, I'd say yeah, 3-4 weeks, something. Let's just put some air in the back tire and we'll maybe try to move the front. Yeah, and then push the car in, I'd say. It's freaking cold. Jesus. What you also might notice is that this is a 1974 front, but the car is from 1979. Well, I didn't plan on swapping the front, but I got all the parts. Well, I mean, obviously it knows all the old parts of the hood. You can see there's a giant hole there, but it will be repaired. But I got the standard original GM hood. What am I talking? I mean, yeah, technically the truth is GM, but the original Chevrolet front. No, Jesus fucking Christ.
That you want
The original hood. Yeah, the original hood, the radiator, and the complete front. They didn't even bother to dismount it from the subframe. They just torched the whole subframe. But basically, what I want to say is that I got all the parts for $100. So I'm not gonna argue if I'm going to swap the front on the car or not when I can get all the parts for $100. Also, you might wonder why I have a original hood for this car. The hood is very old, and it was already warped really bad. You had like, I don't know, about 1-2 inches, I don't know, of room. Like the hood was standing here or something. Like it was completely warped. So I found someone that specializes on repairing.
It's glass fiber.
This kind of material, like I said, the word doesn't come to my mind right now. Yeah, but this guy specializes on repairing stuff like this, and I asked him, hey, if I give you the original hood from the car, with the original, well, distances.
Dimensions.
Yeah, my English is quite broken right now. Normally it's quite good. But yeah, this is with the original form that's not warped. Let's just say it like that.
No.
Will you be able to re-stretch the hood so that all the bulges and shit are not there anymore? He said yes. Alright. So I can repair the hood. That's cool. Well guys, we did it. Summer is no more. Through the magic of cutting videos, we skipped ahead a day because I was interrupted yesterday, and now it's raining and like a bajillion degrees colder. I don't know. I just hate it. No. This will be fine. Well, let's just move the front finally and get started. And also, please excuse me if my up here is a little bit weird, you know. I had a rough night. We played Cards Against Humanity like till 4 a.m. or something. And I almost died because of laughter. I hope this works.
Are you sure about that?
Oh, surprise, it doesn't. Haha. Let's try something else. This just works. You're both just fucking stupid. Well, I don't know. You go, girl. My phone dies because it's getting too wet. And so be it. That just works. Come on. Please. Sometimes my genius, it's almost frightening. Let's just get air in this tire. I'm too old for this shit. No. Actually not. If you ever come to Germany, just leave. There's nothing special about this country. The only special thing about this country is all those millimeter fuckers. Yeah, not a great place to visit. There are other great places, to be honest. That should be plenty. Maybe it will explode right in front of my ears. Like when I was 6. At the beginning of my tinnitus. That was great. Oh, I almost forgot you. Oh, if you're also wondering what the sound is in the background, I mean, you're not wondering, it's obviously an air compressor. but it's from 1938 or something, so you basically just call it Hitler. Sounds fine, I guess. Oh, I miss that smell so much. Ah, yes. The memories of a once driving Camaro that was way too overpowered. Not because it did anything to the engine or something, but no brakes, just gas. It's just a rolling coffin, to be honest. Yeah, let's push it in. Oh yeah. I'm having trouble pushing this because I only weigh like 150 or 160 pounds. I have a lot of force in my arms, even though it doesn't look like it, but yeah, if I have to carry like 2 canisters or something, 1 canister, I will be tipping to one side, so that's no good. I have to carry 2 to manage my balance, if you know what I mean. Alright, let's get this bread. After this is over, I have to recover for like 3 weeks, I don't know. You know, I miss the times when this was driving. I think I'm gonna vomit. Wow. I never want to do that again. Well, guys, turns out I didn't have to vomit. I just had to release all the stomach gases that I had built up from, well, drinking chocolate milk. Lesson learned: don't drink heavy stuff before doing hard work. Just don't. So what I want to do today is get the flex. No, that's not. I'm not flexing on you, that's a tool.
Angle grinder.
But anyway, get a wire wheel and just. And after that, paint it in the color that the rest of the car will be. Let's put it like that. You can see that it's quite a deep red, but the truth is that it's only this dark of a red in the light of this workshop. If it's in sunlight, it's just, think of pink guy. That's a color that it has in the end. When I got the car, I had no idea how I wanted to build. And then I found a picture of a 17 Z28. Oh, by the way, this is also a Z28. I forgot to mention that. Hence the keychain that you probably didn't see because it was too far away. But I saw it, and it also had 4 fender flares and the ducktail, and it didn't have the scoop, or what you call it. Yeah, I was like, yeah, I want to build this. And this is also the reason why I cut out the middle part of the grill to make a big one, to increase airflow and to get this huge grill design. I really like that, I really enjoyed it. I'm gonna show a picture
of the 70 Camaro that I took as an inspiration. Without drifting too far apart, I wanted it to look like the car, and it had like, I don't know, it was a very dark red or almost brownish. So I went to buy paint. Well, turns out either I sprayed it on too thin, or it was just completely different color. So yeah, I have a different kind of red now. I'm going to correct that because I'm going to paint the whole car, since I already have to paint the front. And a friend of mine is a what do you call it?
Just call him the dude who paints your car.
He can do paint job on cars. And I asked him, hey, what do you want for painting my car? And he said like, buy me a couple of 6-packs of beer, maybe some pizzas, and yeah, pay the paint. That will be around like, I don't know, 500, 600 bucks. So that's cool. In comparison, if I were to give it to a normal paint job booth, they would charge like I would say around 5 grand. So that's a deal, I would say. Before we can do the paint job, it's before we can wire wheel the whole firewall, we have to get the plate off, get in the interior, and get the brake booster off. Well, not the brake booster is off, but the brake pedal from the inside, the wiring harness connector, and maybe this vent tube from the tank. I don't need it. It wasn't connected in the first place, so maybe cut it down there and like put a lid on it.
Plug.
I don't know. But yeah, anyway, once we did that, we can wire wheel this whole thing and paint it red. I don't really care if it's like the exact paint that I'm going to use later on for the whole car, because when you open the hood, you're not really comparing the color of the fenders to the firewall. No one's going to say, oh, this is the wrong color. And if someone doesn't like, I'm going to hit them with a baseball bat. I don't give a fucking. I'm still out of breath. Wow. I think I'm going to order a calzone later on. I think I deserve that. And also, I think I could use that because maybe I'm just starving, and that's why I'm so out of breath and not really in shape for pushing this car in. Because I remember when I built it, it also had no engine, and the front was on there, so it was a lot more hefty to push, but I didn't have so much trouble. I don't know. Maybe I just get older. Or maybe it's just the hair. I don't know. Well, I talked enough. Let's just get... First, let's drill the plate out, and well, this, I think this is welded on. Yeah. Do I want to? Yeah, I think I'm going to drill that out too, and later on put a rivet with a what do you call it?
Thread rivet.
Yeah, I'm going to put a rivet in it and then screw it in. I think that's the better option. Yeah. Alright. What's the time? Alright, we have plenty of time. It's tradition that you do with this before you do anything. It's your brain can't live without it. If you don't do this, you will just die.
It's the law!
Yeah. No. No. That's not what I wanted. No, that's actually not at all what I wanted. That's, yeah. Wow. Why did I thought I could just drill it out? That's a good start of the day. Now that I damaged the plate because I drilled in it, that's cool. Maybe I should have used a tap beforehand. I bet that sounds really great on a microphone because it's sitting on the frame. Please. No. Be a good girl. Well, you're kind of a good girl, but not really. I think the other three will be easier because I will tap them beforehand, but this one won't. Oh, I think it will budge. Wait, I think I can push it through. Ah, I pushed it through. That was cool. Alright, let's just tap those here. Oh well, actually, I'm going to file them down a little bit so I have a flat surface. This one should work. Trying not to damage the plate more than I did just 5 minutes ago. Oh, I did. Alright. Could work. Let's try it. Yeah, that's pretty in the center, pretty much. Wow. Every time it baffles me how much good preparation works in comparison to no preparation.
Yeah, no shit, honey!
Also, why do I have to always bring out the biggest tools that are completely useless for the job that I'm doing? I think it's just my way of making myself my life harder. If that sentence made any sense. Also, the noise you hear down there is the right exhaust pipe that broke because of the accident. I had a feeling that it wouldn't hold because there was some, not cracks, but it was welded together and I grinded the welding spots down and I had a feeling that they were too thin, but well, they were in the end, but it's not a big deal, I guess. Come on. Alright. Alright. There it is. Small damage to this hole. Yeah, and this one is also a little bit bigger, but I can live with that. I think the new rivets will conceal those pretty good. Yeah, that's what I wanted. Nice. Alright, let's move on to this wiring harness clamp holder thing. I don't know. Whoop. Did I just break the tap? What the fuck? What the fuck is this? Don't know if you can see that, but it's a little bit cranked.
Bent.
Bruh, this looks like my... No, I'm not going to say that. Great.
good boy. There it is. Thank you. I don't know if you can see that, but what the fuck that bit? Alright. I'm not going to bother you with the inside of the car because it's pretty dark in there. And I got the longest extension. Took me a moment to get the harness connector off. That is also at the same time the, what is it called again? It'll probably come to mind again.
Two shots of vodka.
Don't know where a fella could get a little drink around here, do you, bud?
I don't know about you guys, but I really enjoy working in my free time on cars. It's really cool. What the fuck happened here? Oh, I see. I mean, I'd say, well, I guess that's why you're here, if you're watching this video. Great. Wrong socket. It's just nice. You know, I know a lot about Chevys in general. I can disassemble this whole thing and put it back together almost blind. But one thing that never changes is my inability to guess socket sizes on the first try. It always takes me like 6 trips to my yeah, you know what I mean. Because I'm not really the best. There we go. Guessing sizes. I always have to measure things. And often when I build things and I measure stuff, it's not even straight. It's always cranked in some way. Well, guys, we skipped ahead another week because I ran out of space on the SSD or whatever it is. But now I'm going to take this whole air duct off. Don't mind this, and also don't mind like this whole shit that's hanging here, because it's not going to stay like this. Yeah. Oh, I only lost 2 minutes of footage. So basically, I took the connector off, and that was it. So I'm going to screw this off. Normally there are 2 screws up here. I see this correctly, or at least it would be secured up here, but it isn't. So yeah, I brought the right socket size beforehand. Okay, let's hope that this comes off. Right, that's cool. Let's just, I don't know, get the fuck away. Okay. Well then, I thought it would be secured with more screws, other than the screws that hold the air duct with the fan on it. Okay. Alright. This whole electric organization is going to be fixed. Get out. This is also super uncomfortable for me here. The position I'm sitting in. It hurts my back. My ass.
Put the money in my ass!
Because I'm sitting on the mounting bracket for the shifter. So that's not cool. Oh fuck, I need to get a screwdriver. Shit. Let's take this off first. Like everything that we take off now, or in the process of, well, I mean, technically it's a full rebuild, well, almost. Everything we are going to take off in the process, we are going to completely restore as best as we can. Like even those little brackets here, we're not going to leave that like it is. We're going to sandblast it, paint it, or quench it in oil, something like that. Do I want to bring a screwdriver? I mean, it's hanging here already. Look at this, it's so moist. Ew. Look how brown it is. I'm so glad I'm doing this now, because it would have caused corrosion very badly in the future, and I don't want that. So I'm lucky that I can prevent this from now on. So yeah, that's cool. Alright, I think we have everything dismounted from the firewall. Now we need to take off one more thing. That is the bump stop for the hood in the middle of on top of the firewall. But yeah, that's just one screw. I mean, I'm still going to do that, but it's not going to take so much time. So let's get to it. Oh, I didn't even need my flashlight. As you might can tell, I was a bit wrong because I totally forgot the brake pedal. And I looked down there. It seems like it's only, well, it's not connected anymore to the firewall, so I guess it's connected somewhere up here still. Also, if you might wonder, well, no. Also, what I want to say is it's hard to keep me in frame and also show the things detailed that I'm working on, because I'm 6'7", and for you European guys out there, that's 2 meters. So yeah, that's not fun, to be honest, to be that tall. But anyway, I rather show things in detail that I'm working on than, well, my face, because you already know what I look like. It doesn't change much. So for me to better see where I'm working on, where I have to start to get the brake pedal off, I'm going to unscrew the steering column and hope that I can lay this on the floor so that I can seal it clearer, if you know what I mean. There are basically 2 nuts here and here that hold this up. I think if there are more, we will find them. Oh, it's coming loose. That's great. Let's see what it's going to do. Oh, can I disconnect this here real quick? That would be cool. Come on. Yeah, there we go. I don't want to totally take this out. Or do I? Maybe I want to. Sometimes, or most of the time, on those important, I hope you can see that. I think you don't. But most of the time, the important connectors have some kind of noses like this here. I think you should be able to see that. So and that when you plug them in, they will click, and that prevents them from falling out on accident, because you don't want that at all. So let me find, are there two noses? Maybe use a screw because I'm too lazy to get my screwdriver. Oh, that works, that totally works. I'm a fucking genius. MacGyver! I think I may be retarded. Finally! What the fuck is this? Okay. Alright. So let me see. Do I have my flashlight here? Yes, I have. Sorry guys for the inconvenience of not seeing shit. I think if I can get this cover off, that's down here. I'm going to show everything in detail once we assemble this whole thing, because that's way fucking easier. Oh wait, brake pedal is hanging here. Oh, I see. Wow, let's try this securing sheet metal off, whatever it's called.
Retainer clip.
Let's just rip this fucker off. There it is, and there goes the brake pedal. Back in the day when they used to build these cars, like all of the cars, Cadillac were no exception either. They fucking didn't bother to paint any sheet metal or something, or any, well, anything that wasn't going to be visible. So that's why you see all this stuff having some minor rust. But yeah, there goes that. Now we are this far. Let me see if I can wiggle that off without. No, I can't. Well, shit. I need to get the socket for this. I think it's 7/16. Please. No, it's not 7/16. I bet this sucker is 3/8. I said it is 3/8. No, Jesus. You know, sometimes you get cars. Some fucking idiot put metric screws in sheet metal, and I just fucking hate it. Ah. Now I have a 10. Surprise, surprise! It fits perfectly, and I can even unscrew this with my bare hands. Wow! I'm so surprised. Not at all. I'm sorry if you can't see shit, but I don't think that I could set this up properly, like in this angle down here. So you just have to trust my word for what I'm doing here. Oh, what the fuck, look at this. This is the same thing again. So, on this piece of plastic is also this noise cancelling, whatever.
Insulation.
And it's also full of rust. Ew, get the fuck out. Oh, I see what I did there, alright. So, luckily, I didn't try to take this out because it's still screwed in there. I mean, I could have seen that coming. So let's just put a nut on here loosely so that it holds itself up. All right. Is this 8? No. Is it 10? Why is this 10? This car is American. In that time there were no metric screws on American cars. What the fuck? And more of this shit. Get out. Where is the last screw? There it is. Can feel it. Alright. Now we have to take this bolt out. Out. We have to take this bolt out. No, you have to unscrew this. Maybe this will work. Alright, let's better take the longer ratchet. Yes, this works. Alright, now we can switch back. And give it a little love tap with a copper hammer or something. You want to make sure that you use something that which material is softer than the actual thing you're punching, you know. So this is made of steel, this is copper, so obviously copper is way softer. So if I give it a little, I have to hit it right because it's not much room, but let me try. Alright, that worked. Fair enough. So now you stay here and I can try to go in and wiggle it around. Maybe get this out. Oh, by the way, this is the keychain. Well, the camera is unfocused and I don't want to touch it, but yeah, this is a Z28, you can barely see it. Alright. Wait. I can see that it has been patched here, alright. So now, what is this exactly? Is this, oh, don't push the car. I think this is the parking brake. Also, what are those? I think those hold the insulation in. So let's take them out. But first, let's take this out. Let's see what this is. Ah, of course. How could I forget? It's the tachometer cable. I'm too lazy to put the camera back in, so since I only have to unscrew one more thing, and that is the gas pedal. This also should be a 10 by the looks of it. I don't understand why. Yes, it is a 10. I don't fucking get it, but alright. Nasty insulation is coming out. Ah, finally. Wow. I hope you saw the screws moving. Oh yeah. I think it was those three. Alright. Now let's push let's put this away first. Let's push those through. I need a screwdriver. And also I can stop the car again. Nice. Because I thought that I need to take out the parking brake cable too, but no, it's coming out under the car, so oh fuck. That's not a problem. Be a good boy. Thank you. This looks like a dick. Like, to be honest, this looks like... no, let's don't talk about it. Please, maybe I just have to pull it through from the other side. Maybe that's the key. Just wiggle it a little bit around.
Wiggle it all around.
Come on. Yes. Nice. Now the last one that's sitting here. Move it a little bit. And pull it. Ah, there it is. We still have to unscrew this bump stop that I was talking about earlier. And other than that, we only have to pry out the thread. Well, what is it called?
Sheet metal nut.
Basically, I'm talking about those things. Those three, and on the other side are also three. We want to remove them before. Fuck. Before grinding, so that we can get all the sheet metal really fucking clean. I kind of doubt that I can really get between here, but maybe I'm going to use some sanding paper, and this should do the trick, maybe. Hopefully. Get this off. Come on. Yes, there we go. Alright, two more. If you're wondering how they are holding themselves so good to the metal, I hope you can see that. They have a little retainer, a ring, and you just have to get under this ring and pry it upwards, and then you can pull it. The last one, come on. We don't need this anymore. Oh. We don't need those anymore at all, because I'm not going to put in the inner fenders again. Well, I'm out of frame again, and ain't I? Let me just sit down here. We're not going to reuse them, because I'm not planning on putting the inner fenders back in, because as I was taking this whole front apart, I was wondering how would it look if I leave them out? The answer is, this is one of the holes that are holding the fender, the outer fender, and basically I would guess here is the line where it ends. So basically, when you leave the inner fenders out, you have, and you open the hood, you have the engine, and you can see the whole suspension, and like, dude, I want that look. So let's just finally take this off. Oh, it isn't a metric screw. That's cool. Yes, that is not the best wrench for it, but I don't really care. I just want this off. Ah, I see. Alright, I have to get a wrench. Ah, now it works. Yes. It's so dirty under here. Yikes. All right. So let's collect the parts and the tools, and then Ah, fuck off. Are you fucking serious, dude? Oh, Jesus. It's going to be a pain in the ass to get back. Try to remember me that this little rubber from the hood stop fell down there so that I can reclaim it. Dude, this looks so cool. I don't really fucking
Didn't
care
I just equip his gloves?
what happens to the windshield when I
Dad!
tap it a little
I
bit
think
with
my
the wire
game is
wheel.
bugged.
Because as you may see, it's already broken from the accident because the corners, the back corners of the fenders are just, alright, let's just go back. So that's what happened. Yeah, I think I finally talked enough and explained enough. Corona. Not really much time left on the camera, so let's just begin to Y-wheel the top off. So yeah, let's go.
I don't know if you saw that. Why I stopped quickly when I was basically done to this point. I hope you can see that, or if you can't see that, I'm going to show a picture. The reason why I thought it was a Z28 is because of a old phone number that was on so many layers of old paint on the left side of the front. So I called it up, nothing, and then I googled the company name or the phone number itself, and then I did a little research and found the new phone number, called that, and they were like, yep, that is a real Z28. And I was like, alright, cool. So that's why I thought this was a Z28 till this point. Now, I cleaned this all up, and I don't know if you can see that, but it says Z28. So hell yeah, boy! We are pretty much done wiring this whole firewall off. Also did the outsides, as you saw. I'm a little happy because of the Z28 thing, and I'm totally out of frame, but I don't give a fuck. Yeah, but we have to get things like this straight. On the other side, it's way worse. And once we did that, sand off the areas where we couldn't access it with the angle grinder because it was too big. So yeah, let's do this. Alright boys, you have two hammers here. When you do work on the sheet metal on your car, you have, for example, this here, and you need to get it into, well, some point of specific angle or something. You may want to use one of these. This just represents mass. You have to make sure that the mass of the hammer you're using is lesser than the mass you're using to counter the force that you're applying. If that made any sense, but I think you know what I mean. So this has some round edges, well, not edges, but round surfaces. And well, this is just an ordinary bigger hammer, but for now I'm going to use this. So yeah, let's just start somewhere. Might need some pliers. Yeah, this will help for the sharp edges. I don't know. Just get it in the rough shape. Yes, that's cool. All right, now I'm going to try to use this sharp edge to form this. Yeah, it's going somewhere. I think this is way better than from where we started. So maybe give it a little loft up here. We can leave that like it is, even though it's a little work, but looks way better. So why wheel this off? Because I couldn't reach it beforehand. Now try to take this out. Like this. Now back to the sharp edge. This looks like new for me. Let's try to get this. Yeah. Alright. This is, I think, a rough shape. So. Yeah, this looks cool. I mean, there's a big dent here, but I think I can't be bothered to put those out because once the fenders, then you won't even see that. So as long as it's rust-free, I'm happy. So let's get this here. Alright boys, I'm done. I hit everything with the sauce. I hit everything with the brake clean and gave it a wipe to make sure it has no oil or fat residues. Not going to bother with masking anything because the windshield is going to be replaced and also the whole car is going to be painted on the outside. And the frame is obviously, we didn't even start it on this, so let's just do it. I'm so tired. I hope that I even arrive at home. But as you can see, this looks fucking awesome. You can see every contour now, because previously, before we bio-wheeled this whole thing off, it was full of underbody protection. I don't know. Funny story, the whole purpose of this video, at first I thought, okay, let's make a video of where you paint the firewall. As you might can tell, that totally escalated because we had to go into the interior and do some metal sheet work. And then I got to the point where I could paint, and then I started painting. And then my camera stopped recording, so that's why there's a big chunk missing. So that's great. But I think it will still make up for a good video. I'm sorry if I'm talking fast, I'm tired and I want to go home, to be honest. And since this is the end of the video, I hope you enjoyed, even though it was really fucking long. Don't worry, the following videos won't be as long.
because I don't have to introduce myself twice. Because why? Why would I? Also, I explain the history of the car for the most part. I'm not going to tell you to subscribe or something because I think that's way too overused. I can't stop looking at this. This is so beautiful. I won't even monetize those videos because I don't want to censor my language. I just want to make videos to entertain and to inform people about how you do stuff. Even though some things I don't do the best way as possible, but it's still better and as it was before, so that's great. I'm just gonna stop talking. Yeah, because otherwise the video won't end. See you guys next time. Okay, that was unfunny.